Hey everyone. My ear training program that many of you have taken has been having some really great results, and so I want to start a program that actually allows you to earn a little bit of cash just by sharing your experiences. So, this is going to be an affiliate program that you can sign up for, and I'm going to tell you how all that works and also talk to you a little bit about what's been going on behind the scenes here. So, why am I doing this? Since I've had this course online on YouTube, various platforms like my website, I often get emails from people who say, I love your course, it's really helping me, but I'm not in a position to afford it right now. And I genuinely feel for that situation because there's been many times in my life where I just had no money. I mean, I remember in graduate school, I was in a parking lot looking for quarters to go buy water because I was living in Tucson at the time, and the apartment I was living in, the water wasn't exactly that great. And so you kind of had to buy bottled water. And this is in the middle of the desert. And so I do understand what it's like to not be able to afford certain things. But at the same time, I all of my available money, loans, things of that nature, they were going to try and build something which I hoped one day would put me in a better position to not be looking for quarters in the parking lot. And so the thing I learned from that is that you really do have to put in a certain amount of time and money into an investment. But the problem is, how do you create an investment if you don't have the money to invest? And luckily, I was able to take out student loans, but that meant that hundreds of thousands of dollars is what those student loans will end up costing me when they're finally paid off, and they're still not paid off. So I have sympathy for people that text me and say, I just can't afford this. But at the same time, as a professional in the field, you also can't lower the bar to what is sort of the bare minimum, because it brings the entire industry down. So if somebody wants to teach ear training, they can't do it if you're charging $5 a lesson. It's worth more than that. It's worth ear training lessons, theory lessons, composition lessons. They're really worth sort of a sliding scale based on your experience, your degrees if you have them. You don't need a degree to teach. I don't believe that, but all these things can factor into how much you can legitimately charge for lessons, because your knowledge, your time, the years, sometimes decades you spent into learning your craft, if you're going to teach that to somebody, you deserve to be paid fairly for that. And that's why when I price my courses, I really think about how much time it's taken me to create them, how exclusive this information is, but also what is reasonable without completely lowering the bar on what's acceptable for lessons. And so I'll look at different things like ear training apps and what other people are charging, and I'll form my prices based on that. So it's really hard to just lower them. But if somebody wants to put in the work and do a kind of affiliate type program where I actually can pay them for promoting my course, and they feel like the course is worth it, I don't just want people to do this just to make money, then it's a way for me to sort of subsidize whatever they're investing in learning. And that's really where I'm coming from. And of course, it also does help me. I'm not going to lie about that. I mean, it helps me if I can get more people to take my courses. That's great as well. So that's really why I'm doing this. There's a lot of reasons. I could talk about this a lot longer, but I don't want to make this video too long. Maybe at some point, if you're interested in hearing more about anything I have to say in this video, just leave a comment, and that way I know, okay, I'll make a video on that. There's some interest. Otherwise, let's talk more about what this program actually is, how it works, how it can help you. So, to start, some of you know a little bit about my journey to kind of build this program. You may know that for about 8 years, I was a university professor. I was pouring my energy into teaching and trying to inspire students and providing these really in-depth courses that allowed students to develop their ear in a very profound way and learn theory in a way that really made sense. So I always tried to teach sort of the why and how things could be applied in a practical way. But in a lot of ways, the university prevented me from teaching the way I wanted to, because the university setting, you are stuck on sort of a 14-week program where you have to accomplish certain goals. And not all students can go at the same pace. And you're limited to the amount of time you have in class. So a lot of these courses that I taught, I'd have to focus on just the most important concepts and hope that the students would read the textbooks and articles and other assignments I'd give them so that they would be able to get closer to what it was I wanted to teach. So when my visiting assistant professor position was discontinued, I found myself looking really at my life and trying to say, is this what I need to be doing for the rest of my life? Is this the best option for me to pour all of my energy into? And I realized that I could reach a lot more students. I could get a greater impact if I actually just kind of went out on my own. And so that's what I've been doing since about June 2024. So it's been a couple months now. And there's been a great outpouring on YouTube. A lot of you have provided support and given me feedback, which has enabled me to continue developing my courses, which is one of the things I really loved about the university, is you could work with students and they'd give you immediate feedback. They always asked amazing questions, and in a lot of ways you learned just as much from the students as you ended up teaching. Now, it's at a different level. Students will ask questions that maybe you haven't thought of before, but it's not that you don't necessarily know the answers, but you learn how to teach more effectively because you start to discover what the questions are that students have. And that just makes you better, in a better position to actually create lesson plans that'll work for students. And I mean, none of this is very lucrative. I mean, my family and I, we've been living in a one-bedroom apartment, and I would dedicate late nights to creating these programs. The first ear training program that really just focuses on building a foundation in the perfect fifth, it's 18 hours of recorded content. I think it's somewhere between 18 and 20. And that took several months to create. And there are a total of 16 units in this program. So you can get an idea for how much time is actually put into creating these programs. But all that being said, I don't believe that my success is mine alone. And I believe in sharing my success with others, especially those who have put their own time and commitment into learning these skills. So this affiliate program that I'm doing now is sort of my way of helping you earn money while also promoting the program and supporting others. So my hope is that, you know, a lot of you, you're kind of a grassroots campaign right now, and you're helping to build this program, because I don't have a budget to do advertising. And I don't want to do a lot of scammy marketing that tries to get you to buy my product on Facebook. I see this all the time, and it puts me off, so I figure I'm trying to attract people somewhat like me, people that are very serious and really want to develop their ear. And if I saw an ad like that, I'd be turned off. So I think the best way to do this is to say, hey, if you've liked this program, if you've learned from it, you can make a little bit of money for yourself, making some passive income, and you can help share the program with others so they can develop their ears too. I do believe that, and I felt this for a long time, even since high school, that if we have better music education, it's better for everyone. If we lift things up, then we are in a better position to have audiences that can understand the music we're creating and have audiences that want more out of their music. So it really benefits everyone when you share your experiences with others. And that's why I have multiple ways to get my courses. You can get them for free with ads on YouTube. You can support me by going over to my website, and I try and make it as affordable as I can. So this program, getting into the actual, important information, it's going to start by just giving you 10% cash back on referred purchases. So you will actually get cash delivered to your PayPal account. And the way it works is you just share your experiences and the affiliate link you'll get when you sign up with other people. If they purchase a program, it can be any program on my website, you will end up getting 10% of the sale sent back to you. This is also a meaningful thing because it helps others discover the benefits of this program. And it's going to be very convenient for you because the way I'm going to do this is I have to manually send the payments, but it's going to be every month during the first week of each month. I'm going to go through and calculate all the payments and send them out. And so the payments are going to be sent via PayPal each month. It's just the only platform that's supported right now. I know you may have personal opinions. Some people love PayPal, some people hate it. But right now, again, trying to work with the resources I have available, PayPal is the only way I can do this at this point in time. So that may be something that disqualifies some people. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to open it up to other programs. But the idea here is first week you'll get a payment after the initial first 30 days because I have to account for whether or not there's a refund on a product or something like that. So once the sales are finalized after 30 days, you'll get paid the first week of each month. And so once you get this going, you can start to expect payments monthly if you've had earnings. So the way it works, you would sign into your customer dashboard on my website at UreMusic.com. You click your avatar in the upper right corner, unless that changes, and then a drop-down menu will appear and you'll just select affiliate. You enter your PayPal email address to activate your account, and then you just share your referral link with others. If they click on it, you'll get credit for that. So you earn the cash when purchases happen within 15 days of someone clicking on your link. So after 15 days, the link expires. It could also be that if they clear their cookies, a link might expire. So it's really going to be dependent on whether or not that active cookie is still active on their computer. But if they click the link and buy that day, you should definitely get credit for it. So the way it works, here's kind of an example of earnings. If you have somebody that bought a product that was $50, you'd get $5. So let's say it's the 5th of the month, you'd wait about 30 days. So March 5th, go just say, to make it simple, let's say April 5th, then you'd get paid the first week of May. Pretty simple. If there's a $200 subscription, you'd get $20 a month as long as the subscription is active. I don't think I have any $200 subscriptions except for with composition lessons, which actually are eligible. But yeah, you'll get the money as long as they keep paying the subscription. The only thing I will say is this is sort of a beta, so I'm going to give it a try until February of 2026. If I find that it is not bringing in enough sales to cover my costs, then I may have to stop the program. But as long as it's active, you will get money every month, and you'll get the benefit from that. So a few questions you may have, more common questions. How long do affiliate links track a purchase? They track for 15 days. Again, somebody could use a different computer or clear their cookies, clear their browser history. That could affect it. You can't refer yourself. If multiple people promote the product to the same person, the first affiliate would be the one that gets the attribution for it. The system does it automatically. I have no control over that. It just shows me who the first person to refer it was. Do upsell purchases count? Not at the moment. Could be something that happens in the future. And how do payments work for recurring subscriptions? Again, you'll get a commission for every payment for your referred customer. So this is sort of a true grassroots campaign. I am really relying on other people to spread the word. I mean, I do what I can. I post videos for free here on YouTube, and I hope that that brings in a little bit of an audience. Mostly, I just feel that it's important to provide these ear training programs and these theory programs as much as I can. But it's a simple process. You just activate your account, share your experiences, enjoy your rewards, and I'm hoping that we can really build something that's going to be impactful. I think that these programs are very substantial. I mean, I'm putting a lot of work into trying to make these programs complete. And what that means is I've taught from the bachelor to doctoral level, and I've taught just about all the courses that I would need for a theory degree at the doctoral level. And I'm taking all that information and I'm turning it into courses that build on each other. You start with a flawless course. If that's too hard for you, I've got the Staff Speaks, which is even more rudimentary, but at the same time, it really does kind of focus on developing perfect pitch a little bit, because the first book that's out right now, the first course, you actually will be listening to individual notes and getting used to how they sound in relation to each other. And for some people, this will develop perfect pitch. I'm not going to say everyone will develop perfect pitch, but for some people, it will develop perfect pitch. So you could be taking Staff Speaks and Flawless at the same time. Once you've had a little bit of experience with the Flawless course, maybe like 1 to 2 months, you can move on to audiation. And this is where the sequence starts to build. So once you pass audiation, you have this ability to hear at least 2 independent lines in that course. You then move on to Counterpoint. And what Counterpoint teaches you is sort of the basis of voice leading, how to actually compose melodic lines that work together. But it expands upon what you've learned in audiation, because now you have to hear 3, 4, and extended compositions, 3 and 4 part lines and things of that nature. And then the final one right now is form and analysis. And form and analysis, the way you do that is you have to actually compose works based on the contrapuntal techniques you've learned and the audiation skills you've established. And now you're composing works completely in your head while also learning form and analysis. The next stage after that, my plan is to possibly do Schenkerian Analysis to give you a little bit more understanding of how sort of these imaginary threads work in music. And that is the sequence at this point. It really encapsulates what I taught at the undergraduate through graduate level in the university for the last 10 years. So in order to do this, it just takes a lot of time, and I work at this daily, and little programs like this can help provide the resources to make it possible for me to complete it in this last lifetime. And hopefully in the next couple of years, all these courses will be out there. So again, thank you for all your support. If this is something you want to do, it's available to you. If you find that you need to actually purchase a product first to be able to gain access to the affiliate link, you can just download the free resource guide. I'll put a link in the resources in the description here. And that will actually give you access to a free product that then allows you to join the affiliate program. Now, I don't really want people to be recommending things. I mean, I can't control what you do, but I'd rather you not recommend something if you haven't actually taken and benefited from the program. I'm trying to keep this very kind of on the up and up, where if you refer a program, it's because you actually like it and not just because it's a way for you to make some extra money. And so I'm giving this video out on YouTube because if you're on YouTube, you can access the Flawless course for free. And so you do know whether or not it's going to help you. And so I would say that qualifies you to be an affiliate and to kind of spread the word and make a little money for any sales that you get. And you'll be able to check your dashboard and see if anybody's purchased a product, and you'll know how much is coming to you. So if this is something that interests you, I look forward to seeing you in the affiliate program. I'll probably get to know some of your names, and let me know if you have any questions.